Now that I'm in my 50s, the perspective of life has definitely been something that's been different for me. Sometimes it's different to accept some of the things that I have to accept now in my life, because I can't hold up like I used to about doing certain activities and things. I've had a really hard week at work this week, and it has took a pretty good toll on me. I'm talking not, when I say hard, it's physically hard. I have a physically demanding job. I've been a custodian in a school system, in a college system for today actually is my 25th year of starting to do this. In this last week, we've just had a really hard time fixing a mess that someone else made on some floors at work, and it's just been really hard on me. But about 5 years ago, I began to think a little bit different about life and how I look at things and what's important and where I put my priorities in things in life. And I don't know, being in my 50s, I guess, has probably changed a whole lot of that for me. And I'm going to just tell you, this is my honest opinion. I don't know if I've even stopped to introduce myself, but my name's Jeff, and I'm just wanting to share some different things about, this process of this thing we call life. But I'm just, getting tired. And I'm not just physically tired, but when you've been doing something for a long time that you was very energetic about, and I still like my job and what I do, but I'm getting tired physically. I'm getting tired mentally. And I've got where I enjoy my me time a whole lot more. And I guess the perspective from that, for me being this age, is this right here, is that's not really easy to be in that transition stage, because each stage of our life we go through, I guess you want to call it chapters, or whatever you may want to call that, stages in our lives. We go through different things, and life brings different things in each area of our life, whatever age we're in. I don't think like I did when I was in my 20s, my 30s, and even my life thinking has changed a lot since my 40s. It really has changed a whole lot in the last 5 years. Things that are more valuable and more important to me now: family, my time, my boundaries are huge in what's most important to me now. I'm setting more boundaries in my life than I ever have. I'm very protective of a lot of things in my life, protecting myself. Also, thinking about this stage of my life, I'm thinking about even more. I've always been kind of conscious of my health and taking care of myself, but even more, I think about, I don't bounce back from things as fast as I used to. And I don't like that, but it's just part of life. There's nothing that I can do to change that. And this perspective of having to accept these things that are changing and happening, whether I want them to change or happen or not, it's a part of life. And I can even fight it with every tooth and nail I have in me. And there's some things I'm like, I'm not ready for that yet, and I'm not accepting that yet, and I'm going to fight this fatigue and this anxiety of growing older as long as I can. I'm not giving up on some certain things. There's some days I say, hey, let's load up the car, let's go hiking, let's go do something adventurous. And the next day I'm feeling, whew, that was rough, but it let me know that you're not done yet. You still got to live a little. You still got to do some things that make you feel alive. But there's such a transition in life that I don't know that I haven't been prepared for this change of getting tired quicker, faster. And I've always been a hard worker all my life. I've always been, you get in there, you get the job done, you do a good quality job, you stay at it, you give a company or a person an honest day's work for an honest day's pay. And it's not easy to, I don't know, just maybe slow down for me and take more breaks than necessary. I've got, even at home, you know, I've always said at home I'm harder on myself than I am at my job sometimes, because I'm going and wanting to get something done, and sometimes I realize I hadn't, you know, took a water break, I haven't took a lunch break, or I won't take a very long one, and I keep going. But I've kind of got to a point in my life now, you know, I'll work a couple hours and I'll go sit down for about an hour and relax and go at it again. But I'm at a point in my life where I've got to do that physically, because I can't just continue to push, because if I do, it hurts. It hurts me, you know, later on. So y'all let me know in the comments below if you're in this category of your life, in that transitioning stage of your life to where things are not as easy as they used to be. I mean, you're still out there getting after it, but how are you handling that change? How are you dealing with that? Just let me know. And if you like this kind of content, I would appreciate it if you like and subscribe. And it's just something I just wanted just to share with you, and maybe we can get some discussion going on this. And y'all have a great day. Take care of yourself. By the way, my name's Jeff.